Hello everyone, welcome to our show Live at 5 today. We are very pleased to invite our friend Emily, and also she bring another guest, Catherine, today. So I want to first introduce the two guests. First of all, Catherine is co-founder of YIPS Canada, and Emily is music director of Canadian Chinese Orchestra, as we know. So first of all, we want to know more about Catherine. So Catherine, can you do us a more detailed self-introduction?
Yes, my name is Catherine Kwok. I'm the director and the co-founder of the YIPS Canada. We established since 1990, so now it's our 31 years of history in Canada. And we did have, start from the choir, and then we have Chinese school, and we have Montessori school and elementary school, as well as collegiate high school. So when we talk about, Chinese school or Chinese culture, I think a lot of parents, they are quite a big concern about their children learning Chinese in Canada. This environment with the Chinese, but they have to learn a lot of Chinese through just Chinese school 2 weeks or 2 hours a Saturday. So I think because that's why we start a collaboration in 2013. And when the artistic director of Toronto Chinese Orchestra, Mr. Cao Pan, he came to visit our school in 2013, right? So we started a joint venture to establish a summer Chinese music program. Our goal is to promote and develop an appreciation of Chinese orchestral music and culture for young children. And also, of course, to showcase their talent through performances. So I think about 2 years later, I met Emily, the founder of the Canadian Chinese Orchestra. At that time, Emily was our teacher of the Chinese music camp. So that I get to know her, and she's actually really a great teacher of the Chinese camp. So the children all love it very much, and we continue every year to organize the Chinese music camp.
Okay, thank you very much, Catherine, for introducing us about the cooperation and how it started. So we want to know more about it. What do you think is the most important or significance of opening a Chinese music camp in your mind?
Yeah, as I said, mentioned earlier, we really emphasize on Chinese learning and to get our kids, a new generation, to know more about China and our home country, right? All the culture. So this is very important, and to spread the awareness about Chinese culture through learning of Chinese music. Chinese musical instrument can trace their roots to several thousand years ago. So this instrument is not only entertain people, but they also play an important role in Chinese culture that I emphasize not good enough. As well, because we're also a music school. So I think musical intelligence have a big impact on children's different skills development, and to help the students' self-esteem, to help build up their self-confidence, motivation, social and emotional relationships, and well-being. So I think that is a very important role of music bring to the life of young children. That's why we emphasize on Chinese culture learning as well as music learning.
Thank you very much, Catherine. So we are going to talk about that. Like in the corporation or in their summer camp, how can the students learn about Chinese culture? I mean, through the summer camp.
So after a few years of the summer music camp, we found this program has been a very successful program because the students get to experience Chinese culture from different perspectives. For example, music is one perspective, but from music, they also learn the folk tradition. Depending on which music they're learning, we're also teaching about different instrumental techniques. They also get time to play in ensembles, working on ensemble techniques and working on being a leader in the music, and they all get to play Chinese drums together. So that's a rhythm training. So it's really a lot of information, a lot of learning into 2 weeks of summer camp. So they really get a lot out of this camp. And we also offer painting classes, the Chinese painting, the calligraphy. You see that they're painting a panda. And they find it really fun to try the Chinese way of painting, the brush stroke and how the ink work. And this year we've alternated camp so that we're doing it outdoor to have social distancing, and so the students can have fresh air. We're learning, and also it's a very fun experience playing with the nature around us.
Okay, thank you very much, Emily. I understand that there's a lot of Chinese culture. It is important to teach students in Canada to know about our Chinese culture. But why do you think it is important to add the Chinese music component to the summer camp? And what in your mind think it is matter?
Chinese music has its own philosophy, and that's why we think that it's important that we teach Chinese music, because Chinese music is all about peacefulness, and it's all about cooperating with one another by playing together, developing an ensemble sense, and the fact that Chinese music, a lot of pentatonic music like the do, re, mi, so, la, this kind of tones actually in line with the peacefulness. And when students learn about Chinese music, they learn about discipline, they learn about cooperation, and they also learn about the long history behind this music. And that's what we think is the most important of learning Chinese music. It's not just about playing, it's also about understanding the culture and understanding where it came from.
Thank you very much, Emily. I very much agree with you, because Chinese music is a very special thing that represents some special Chinese culture. And in order to understanding this Chinese culture, I think it's a good idea to learn Chinese music. It is a good way of get the Chinese culture. Okay, thank you very much, Emily and Catherine. So we want to know how to register for your summer camp there, the collaboration summer camp. If the students want to register, how can they do that?
Yeah, we are going to finish our this term Chinese music camp, but we also will offer it in our term 4. So if parents interested to enroll their kids or ask more information, they always can call us, call the YIPS or visit our website. The website is www.16@.yips.com. Okay, and also they can call our school at 905-948-9477 YIPS. So to ask for more information about our camp. We have 2 more weeks. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Catherine. And is there anything that you want to add to the show?
I just wanted to say one more thing. The reason why I invited Catherine is because Catherine, as a principal of the YIPS Canada Montessori School, she showed tremendous support to the Chinese culture and Chinese music in opening this opportunity for the parents to take their kids to learn about Chinese music. And it's a very unique opportunity as well, because you don't see this camp anywhere else in Toronto or even in the east side of Canada. So I think this is a super unique and important opportunity for our kids living here in Markham and Scarborough. And thank you, Catherine.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. I think I should say thanks for both Emily and Catherine to bring such a great thing to Chinese community in order to pass our culture to the next generation and to the society as a whole. I mean, it is very meaningful to do this. So thank you very much for bringing this to the community. Thanks.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Lily.
Thank
And
you.
thanks
Thank
to
you.
coming to our show today. Thanks for all the audience to watch our show today. I wish you a great day. Thanks.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.